Yes, I thought I was live. I was just talking. Alafia, welcome everyone. Welcome to the power of you. Yes, we are here today, happy and honoring Obatala. And we can honor the Orishas every day, any day. So, welcome everyone. I'm so happy that you're here, that we are able to connect on all social media. I'm here with Instagram and all of the other grams. So today we want to talk about, it's Obatala's day. Obatala, the owner of all heads, the maker of all heads. On this day and every day we can honor Obatala. Today we're talking about resilience under pressure. So to connect today, we want to talk about this is Welcome to the Power of You, and I am Yeyefini, Efunbolade, Iyalode, Oshuniohun, Egbe Bukumi, Orisha Sano, Madre Agua, Viramundo, Mundo Nuevo, all of those places that can connect us on every level. So welcome to the power of you, where you come and I give and I receive from you the energy of reminding us that we have the power to be great. We have the power within us to be great, to do the things that connect to us and give us strength. So I hope everyone can hear me and be with me today. Today I want to talk about believing things that will turn around in your life. We got to believe that the things that are happening in our life right now is an opportunity for us to decide how we want to show up. So we have to believe in the things, that things are going to turn around for us. I know things are going to turn around for us in our life, in our country, in the world. And by the way, happy Chinese New Year. Yes, the year of the snake. And a number 9 year. And today is the new moon, the first new moon of 2025. Baby, give yourself. You are here. You made it here. Yes, give yourself. The year of the snake, the year of going within. Isn't it coincident? No, it's organized divine action. That the number 9 year that tells us to go in, look within, watch what's going on, and choose if that's what you want to do. The year of the snake, you go in like a snake does. A snake does not see you when it's coming. A snake feels you, your warmth, your energy, your step when they're on the ground. So when you see a snake, it has seen you at least 5 feet before this. So knowing that this is a year to look around, feel more than you see. Go to those places that is subtle, that is going self-reflection, is a very powerful and very spiritual year, the number 9 year. And then we have the snake, who is the transformation. You know, every year the snake goes in, and I have snakes right here on this compound, and we've seen them. And in the spring, we find a lot of snake skins all over, because when they come out of that hibernation of going within, deep down in the ground, and they come out, they're like, oh my God, I got to take out this. That was last year's skin. I can't live through this. Let me get out of this girdle. And so they take their skin off. So in a number 9, happy Chinese New Year of the snake, know that you are worthy. You are here by intention. And so the pressure that we're feeling, that things are going to turn around. Things seem like they're pressuring in our country, in the world. But know that. Remember, the Orisha, the ancestors, have a plan for you. You are their future. We are the ancestors' voices. We are the best example of how far they've come. We are still alive in spite of all that we have been through. And I said we, universally, all people, color, creed, religion. It's always been something that we learned from the previous generation to move forward. So we're always showing that we want to move forward because we have the ability to move forward. And in the year of the snake, you have it within you to know exactly how to peel that snake off, how to peel that skin off, how to use the medicine that we spoke about, that all medicine is good, but all the medicine ain't good for you. That was the last time we spoke. And so this is a year to know that in the year of the snake, you have the power. That's the power. That's the medicine of the snake, is to take off last year's thing and throw it away. So remember, that you are your ancestors' plan, God's plan, the world's plan. You are the person that the world is waiting for to do that unique thing that no one else has done. Can you imagine that? Yes. So during this new year and this new cycle, set your intention not as a wish or a hope, but more like an affirmation and declaration. Let me say that again. During this new moon cycle, which starts today, is the first new moon. And so we'll talk about the new moon. You know, we always do the new moon, and then we go to the full moon to know what it is that you have set your intentions. Did it come up? Baby, the new moon, the last new moon that we did the ceremony for last year, 2024, we did that for Egbe. All of my stuff came through. So we are going to send during the new moon cycle, set your intention not as a wish or a hope, but more like an affirmation and declaration. So when you declare to the universe, I am ready to receive this, I am ready, then it shows up. Begging for it is like, okay, so it's already there. Why are you asking? It's yours for the taking. Because the fact that the moon and the sun and the sky and everything is working in a rhythm, it's always there. The creator always brings us those things to know that whatever it is that we need, it's there. We didn't have to ask God, please let the sun shine today and please let me breathe. It's already there. So you have a rhythmic approach to it. And so if in the past 9 years you've had challenges, setbacks, losses, disappointment, this is a new beginning. This is the first new moon that's going to take you throughout this cycle. And then the first month, baby, come on. Consider yourself blessed. So if you are experiencing any kind of setbacks, disappointment, this is the time. So release all that no longer serves you and prepare for all the things God has planned for you. That you signed up the appointment, you signed up the agreement that you came on earth to do certain things. So know that it's there for your asking. Do not allow the pressure from outside to get you distracted. There's pressure from the news, from social media. There's pressure from our daily life. Getting up in the morning, finding out that some things have been cut off, finding out that your children need X, Y, and Z, finding out that you need X, Y, and Z, find out that you have to get to the gym so that you can feel energetic enough to be here. Speaking to myself. So the pressure of our daily life is going to be upon us. The way to be successful is not getting distracted from the outside. The enemy would love for you to become paralyzed and not focused. The enemy, whatever it is that's opposing you to the point where you realize that I am in a place where I need to change. I am in a place where it's time for me to push forward or to change what it is that's happening. That's the number 9 is change or Yah coming through. And she has been swift and fast with all of her manifestations. Right? Floods. She's a goddess of the river. She rose the water. She made it rain. She made it fires. That's cleansing. And we can say that it's caused by whatever it is. But at this point, we have to live in the reality that we're in. And we have that force of nature to recognize that these things have happened before. Perhaps we didn't know it. We didn't have a television. We didn't have social media to go in and check. And so we are thinking for it is the first time that has ever happened. Evolution has always happened. Or Yah has always changed. If we go back and check for the last 9-year cycles, we'll see that the same thing happened. We spoke about that before, so I don't even have to speak on it again. And so this is the time to use the pressure that's going on outside of us, to go inside of yourself, connect to the words, the actions, the affirmations, the rituals that got you to where you are. My hashtag right now, and I think this year is going to be, we're out here alone, but we're not. What would your ancestors do while they're under pressure, when they were under pressure? We are not alone. We are here with our ancestors. What would your ancestor do? And when we think of ancestors, we're talking about ancestors from the beginning of where we knew, according to historical data, that we come from. And we all know that all cultures, unless something else came up, we all come from what we know today as Kemet or ancient Egypt. And so when we moved from location to location, and when civilization built itself and went to all the continents and everything, it was always about what it is that our ancestors did before. So we're not talking about the ancestors who just recently died. We're talking about the ones that are since the beginning of time. What would your ancestors do? You are not alone. The pressure that we're feeling that's going on in our daily lives, because we have access now. We don't even read newspapers. That you have the paper. We're reading newspapers online. We have friends telling us. We're looking at TikTok, Week, Wax, Six Sack, whichever, and we are then saying, "Oh my God, this is what's really going on. What is happening?" What would our ancestors do? What have your ancestors done? When our ancestors when the Hyksos were pushing in ancient Egypt, and our ancestors were moving, and what came to where it is now today through the Nile Valley, and came to where we know as the Yoruba people ended up in the part of what we call today, we call it Nigeria, but is the west part of Africa. And those that went east, and then some believe that the creation started in Ethiopia and then moves north and then move over from Egypt and then coming down. So whoever, but it always started on the continent of Africa. And so we're looking at the belief and the actions that we had. Our ancestors were constantly moving, be it from pressure, be it from war, be it from living out a reality, be it by a typhoon that came and leveled it. There are places right now in Africa and all over the world that you can see on the side of a wall, that you can see fish, remnants of fish that's carved in the mud. So it shows that evolution has always happened. So what would your ancestors do? The pressure that's going on, that we know that's going on in the world right now because of the number 9 and some of the distractions and some of the beautiful things that's causing us to take action on what it is that we want to do. So can you remember something that you thrived on, that you felt that it was the most pressuring thing that you went through, and you made it? Call on those spirits, call on that energy, and use those rituals that you use. The ritual of tapping into each other, the ritual of praying, the ritual of pouring libation, the ritual of taking a special bath so that the waters will come into your system, the ritual of praying over your water, so that the water would feed the inside of you, the molecules that make your ashe or the internal organs calm, that you are not dehydrated. Those are rituals. Those are services that we have to use and that we have used over the time. So what would our ancestors do is going to be the answer as to the pressure that's happening outside. So expect God to show up and show out for us. Connect to your inner strength, the strength that exists all over us. And the thing that gives us life is water. And this comes from all over. We have the largest part of the world is water. And we have 60, I think it's 61 or 62% of us is water. And outside, we have 70% of the planet is water. Connect to water. That's why today I brought water, so that we can pray to Obatala, and I'm going to put this to Obatala as we pray. So connect to the inside, connect to the spirit of water. That is what all of our energies go to drink since the beginning of time. Do you know we can't live longer than 3 days without water? So we have to connect to spirit, the spirit of water. Everything we do it with water. We start libation, we pour water. We're connecting to the water that's outside in the universe to come with us. We go and bathe in the river. We talk at the sea. We talk at the shallow parts of whatever it is after a rainfall. We are speaking. A lot of things come to us when we're in the shower, right? I know I get a lot of clarity in the shower. New ideas, new things that come to me in the shower. Water is so powerful. I was listening to a sister's program and it was just so enlightening. I forgot. It was Eshubola. She has a wonderful podcast. I can't think of it right now, the name of it, but it's the connection that we have to water and the importance of it. And so in looking at how we are connecting to the reading of the year, the Orishas that's ruling the reading of the year is Oshun and Olokun. Bing, bing, bing. Water again. We had a beautiful podcast given by the Egbe Obatala in New York, and it was water, the power of water. So here we go again. Oshun is saying water, take care of it, but use it in our daily lives. Use Oshun and Olokun. Go to that place that connects you to your spirit, to your soul, to the feminine side of you that's receptive. So this is a year for you to connect to your femininity, to connect to the moon, because the moon and the cycle of the ocean is what connects, what cools the planet. So this is a year for us to use the things that connect us to our internal healing, to keeping cool, away from the distraction of the heat. Of number 9 is Pluto is a planet that is hot. And so that energy is outside pushing us to say, what you gonna do, what you gonna do, what you gonna do. So connect to the power of the water within us through meditation, through affirmation, not begging. Begging or asking is an action of going after something. Claiming it and asserting it is an internal feminine energy, because it's accepting. Just like when we are in the state of creating a human being, the male is sending, the female is receiving. And so this is a year for us to be receptive to the lunar cycle and all of the rituals and the rites that we do. You all know that I do every year. Every month I do the fill them up thing. This is so beautiful. Chief Alajay has a beautiful thing that we started last night that has to do with the new moon, the rituals for the new moon. Powerful. So wherever you see and you click on anything that is saying healing, water, power, go into it this year. Find your medicine. Your medicine doesn't have to come from one source. It comes from Chinese numerology, Chinese astrology, which is letting you know the characteristic of an animal that you have, that you may connect to and understand. And the year has an animal that is connected to. Look how many gifts we have. Look at all them tools we got. So no one can walk around and says, oh my God, I'm falling apart because I don't know what's going on. Baby, use your tools. Use the medicine, because the medicine is here for us to be balanced, so that we can affirm, but also be an example of the next generation. You know, we will be fossils at one time. At some point in our life, we will be what people are using to connect to what the people used to do in 2025. Maybe in 30, 40, 9 or whatever. We may not be here as we know, but we will be here in the things and the ideals that we have, and the rituals and the ceremonies of honoring. So all cultures recognize the power of the moon, the big flashlight that it comes up. Every human, even the animals, the little deers in my compound, when they come up, the little deers didn't know what the snow was. They just stood there freaking out like, oh my God, mommy, what's that? Everything is new, but everything is not new, because the parents were able to tell them, look, baby, this is something that you'll get used to. And so in transformation, we use the fluid, just like water comes through just our bloodstream, and Oshun and Olokun. So Oshun is saying, heal your insides, be loving to yourself. Don't let your trigger make you do something rash and jump to a conclusion that later on you realize that was not the smartest thing to do. You want to put yourself in a place where you're flowing. You're flowing. And if it's a place where you're hot, calm, bring in some water, spiritually, emotionally, and mentally, shift the energy into calm so that you will be able to make decisions wisely. So do not let the pressure from outside. Make the pressure your passion. Let that pressure be your passion and you move through it. So use whatever transformative tools you want to use. Use the spirit which water guides us, and tap into places that we don't even know exist. Rituals in the morning. Sit at a river or a lake, any body of water, to connect to your inner strength, to disconnect from the pressure of believing that you don't have enough and that we are going to die and the systems that's in place are going to wipe us out. What would your ancestors do? What have your ancestors done to get you to this point? I saw yesterday in the news, there's a woman that's 92 years old and went back to Auschwitz because that was a holiday. The anniversary of that horrible massacre of people in Germany. Baby, the lady was 92 and she was taking a picture. They said, you're smiling? She said, yes, because I'm letting Hitler know that I won. I'm still here. Baby, use your medicine. Use what our ancestors did. Can you imagine what our ancestors in the recent years, for the past 400-year ancestors we're talking about? Because we spoke about the ancient ones that knew what they needed to do and just moved along the rivers and settled and established kingdoms. We're talking about the last 400 years, our ancestors. What would they do? What did they do when the pressure outside said, oh, you're out, you're no longer enslaved? What you gonna do? Found that pressure and found a way of dealing with it. What did the Native American, when they were wiped out, what did they do with that pressure? They're right now in Congress trying to find a way. The Lumbee Indians, Lumbee Native American original natives, they're like, look, give us our right as citizens of our own nation. So what did your ancestors do? You don't give up. You keep moving. Let that pressure be your power. So this today, I'm so passionate about it because I'm excited that it's the year of the snake. We got another medicine to use that we can look at ourselves, look at our children, know who they are. Yes, those are the classes that we teach to our priests, the different aspects of healing. All cultures have something. We're doing Reiki, we're doing all of it. Use the medicine. So sit by a lake, sit with some water, sit with a bowl of water. There's a ceremony that you can do in the Odu of, I don't think it's a Joleshe, that you put water in all of the corners of your house overnight, and you pray and you put them there, and tomorrow you pour them out, starting with the one in the furthest room in the house. I mean, in the room. Or you can just put one big container of water, and you pray and you affirm that as you sleep, you give thanks for all of the wonderful, miraculous things that are happening for you, your family, while you're sleeping, for the protection. We give thanks and honor. You don't beg. And then tomorrow you take it and you pour it out. That's the spirit of expectancy. This is not hope. It is not expectancy, baby. I mean, it's not hope and praying and get down. Expectancy. You expect to be alive because you're doing the things, you're doing the medicines, you're talking to the people. So put your container of water, pray over it. This is a ritual. Y'all know I love to give little rituals to do, which I do all of them. So this is to center you in your family from stress. If there are things going on in the family, y'all are having disagreement and all of that, put a big bowl of water in the middle of your room, the living room. And after everybody goes to sleep, the last person that goes to sleep, the light turned off, that bucket of water is in there, and then pour it out tomorrow. And do it with expectancy, as I said. Believe that each day will be big and bring you the spirit of expectancy. Not hope, not wishing, but expectancy. You will come out of this period better and stronger. Trust me, we have been here before where the pressure and everything looks dismal and it looks like, oh, this is the end of it. Baby, the year of the snake is giving us another tool to say, baby, it's not by coincidence, the year of the snake, the year of the new moon falling on the same place together, uniting, letting us know that together we're going to do that. We're using different tools from every way that we can to stay awake and nurturing our spirits, because the spirit never dies. It reincarnates and it comes back wiser. So what would your ancestors do with the pressure that's going on? Don't let that be the dismal place of forgetting where you're coming from. Don't let that be the place that you're thinking of all the things, the bad things that happened to you. And even right now, it looks like it's dismal. You lost your job. They're cutting back on whatever it is that you're doing. Expectancy. Do the rituals. Go look at your chart. Pour some libation. Look at my website. And you can see classes on how to pour libation, how to connect the spirit, how to do rituals on my free YouTube channel. Everything, Yeyefini.com, that you want to give you hope, to give you rituals, to give you ways of knowing. Read my book, The Living Shrine. You will learn what expectancy was, what expectancy looks like. So I'm just saying, this is a time for us to really acknowledge that we have the medicine to be great. We have to use it. And don't be distracted by the pressure. Don't be distracted. Use that power. Use that prayer to be your power. Yes, so today I want to just do our little meditation. You know, I always want to take us to that place of feeling grounded. And we are going to do a little meditation to Obatala, to the pathway of love, to the pathway of love, as well as the pathway of knowing that this is not the time to act hastily. Do not jump into to assume that, okay, I'm hot. I don't like this. This is a time to state your truth and allow your spirit to take over for the rest. Do not get to the point where you are just so out of it that you make actions that later on you forget and you regret. Don't quit your job because you feel like, or don't move to another country because you think it's better over there. Don't do the things that you know that you think that is you hope, I wish I could have, and then you come back and find out that, oh my God, it may have been a good move, but not at this time. Not at this time. So be very cautious of that. Use your tools, divination, get readings, do whatever it is that you need to do. Go on my website, yeyefini.com, to get your New Year readings, readings for your family, for your children, for your business, for your health. All of that is available, as well as your roots reading to connect with your ancestral spirits. And so as we do this prayer to Obatala, this water that I sat here with Obatala and I brought his tools, we are going to call on Obatala to give us that kind of energy of knowing that everything that we have and everything that we would want go with an act of acceptance and expectation and demanding. Universe, today I know the sun is shining and it's a beautiful day. I am awake. I give thanks for my beautiful day. I thanks for everything that I am avoiding by being in this moment at this place right now. Those kinds of prayers, and call it. Look, prayer is a little bit, I mean, for little things and big things. As you're stepping in, you're going in to get your driver's license today. Thank you for this beautiful day of getting my license. And everybody in there is going to be so encouraging to me. I'm going to get in there quickly, easily, versus, oh God, please help me to go through that. No, it's already there. Act of acceptance. Okay. So I want you to take your time now and just breathe in. Take 3 cleansing breaths. I usually have my own CD on, but today we couldn't do that. So we're going to do Obatala in another way. So I want you to just take your time right now and come back and remember, what would your ancestors do? What have your ancestors done? Our ancestors have always been resilient. That's why when we get those blood tests to find out what tribe we're from or where we are, it's not just one. Our ancestors have been everywhere. Some of us got Chinese in us, Jewish in us, all over the world. So our ancestors, when they found that it didn't work, we moved another way. We moved another way. So let's move another way today, giving yourself permission to just accept it. So set your intentions as you're doing this meditation. I want you to visualize 3 things that you want to accomplish this new moon, that you will see it happen when the moon is full again in 2 weeks. Visualize those things. And it could be small, it could be big. It could be as small as, I am grateful for the strength to get up every morning and go to the gym to get my body strength and my muscles intact. Small prayer. And big prayer. I'm grateful for the wonderful experience of being here and healthy and alive, Baba Obatala, to serve you and to encourage others. Small prayer. I bless all of the children who are struggling right now, who are struggling with mental health, and parents who are struggling with mental health, and children who are living with parents who are having mental health. I pray for them. Expectancy that they will be fine. So as you think of 3 things that you would like to have for yourself this new moon cycle, I want you to take 3 cleansing breaths and visualize yourself doing it. Don't ask, may I have this? Visualize yourself at that place You signing that check. You feeling healthy. The doctor's telling you everything is cool. Your grandchildren calling you. Everything that you want to visualize for this new moon. The job that you want. The baby that you want. The pregnancy that you want to say, oh my God, I'm pregnant. Right. All of that is possible. Obatala, the creator of everything and all. Ago Batami Obatala, Obatasi Obataya. Biminiki Olodumare. Obatala, Aterekaye. I want you to take a nice cleansing breath, breathing in and breathing out. Breathing in and breathing out. Breathing through your nostrils, breathing in and breathing out. We're going to do 8 times. Breathing in slowly and breathing out. Breathing in and breathing out. Breathing in again slowly, deeply, and letting it go. Breathing out. Breathing in deeply and breathing out. One more time, breathing in and breathing out. And one breath for Oya, breathing in and breathing out. Visualize yourself. Where is it that you want to be? That you're placing this intention, affirmation, expectation. Obatala, Obatasi, Obatayanu, Bimbinikyo Ludumare. Obatala, Oshejushemi. Obatala, Orisha Toga. Obatala, Eramiwa, Sishe Lorukore, Babami Obatala, Epa Orisha, Orisha, Epa. Epa Orisha, Orisha, Epa. Epa Orisha, Orisha, Epa. Obatala ki osuni nutala. Obatala alagemo. Obatala Orisha ki nikba bobo. Nígbà tí a lọ́la yẹ Ọbàtálá wá síwájú yìí. Ọbàtálá lọ ní ọ àpò yìnyín ire fún wa agbára fún wa sùúrù fún wa bàbá mi Ọbàtálá. Epa Orisha, Orisha, Epa. Baba Ọbàtálá, I accept that I become patient. Patient with myself. I am patient with others. Let me be patient with the growth of my consciousness and subconscious mind. I let my mind and my body and my subconscious mind come together to help me witness the fullness of who I really am. A person of peace, tranquility, understanding, and grace. I thank you for helping me when I see that it is hard to realize. Thank you for helping me when I see no other way. Thank you for helping me to fully understand the depth of divine order and divine timing. Thank you for only through your will and grace, Obatala, that those things that I am impatient about come into fruition. Thank you, Baba, that in my knowledge I am rushing. I know my rushing and my need to move things forward. I don't want to miss your blessings. I bless myself for being patient in the preparation for greatness and for divine will and divine order. Because then and only then will we fulfill and reap the benefits of the blessings and lessons and the protections, Baba, that you have ordained for all of us. Baba, in gratitude, Modupeo. Eru aye mi Moshe o, eru aye mi Baba. Eru aye mi Moshe o, eru aye mi Baba. Ọbàtálá, Orisha finifini egure. Gbogbo wa ẹni àbò ìrere. Eru aye mi Moshe o. Eru aye Ọbàtálá mi Baba. Eru aye mi Moshe o. Eru aye mi Baba. Obatala orisha finifini. Ekure. Gbogbo wa enya poerere. Waloke. Waloke. Wayolima, Obatala, waloke, waloke. 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 Wayolima, Obatala, waloke. Obatala alakio baba. Obatala awakio baba. Obatala awakio baba. Obatala awakio baba. Waloke. Wayolima, Obatala, waloke. Wayolima, Obatala, waloke. Obatala alakio baba. Obatala awakio baba. Obatala awakio baba. Obatala awakio baba. Obatala, epa orisha baba mi Obatala. Eru aye mi Moshe o, eru aye mi baba. Eru aye mi Moshe o, eru aye mi baba Obatala. Orisha finifini, ekure gbogbo wa enya poerere. Obatala wakio adúpẹ́ fún ìlera o bàbá mi Obatala. Adúpẹ́ o. Adúpẹ́ o bàbá mi Obatala. Adúpẹ́ fún orí mi o. Adúpẹ́ o bàbá mi Obatala fún ẹsẹ̀ tèmi o. Obatala oríṣà finifini, ekure gbogbo wa enya poerere. Eru aye mi Moshe o, eru aye mi baba. Ipa orisha king o. Obatala orisha finifini, Obatala gbé mi o. Nígbà tí mo lọ láyé, nígbà tí mo lọ sọ́jà, nígbà tí mo lọ sí iléeṣẹ́ bàbá mi Obatala. Ẹ̀yin gbà mí lọ, adúpẹ́ o. Epa orisha epa. Epa orisha epa. Do not be distracted by the pressure. Use the pressure to be your power. Ashe. Y'all have a wonderful day. Go out there and spread your medicine. Use your medicine and gather your medicine. Happy new moon. And happy year of the snake. Ashe.